and welcome back. If you are new, my name is Eliza Mozal and I am a spiritual mentor, and I share my spiritual journey here on YouTube channel, and as well I help those on spiritual journey to raise their vibration. So welcome over here, and if spirituality, spiritual growth, self-esteem, self-love, all of that stuff is your jam, be sure to subscribe for more. And without a further ado, let me get straight into the heart of that video. And today I'll be talking a little bit about what you can do with your time, whether you have a lot of it or just a little bit, to improve your spirituality, to improve your spiritual journey, to help you grow and learn from whatever is going on right now in the world or in your life. And I think one of the most important things it is to remind ourselves that we are body, mind, and spirit. And sometimes that's called body, mind, and soul, body, emotions, and soul in many different ways, but it's all about our physicality, how we process stuff, which is the mind, emotions, and feelings, and as well there is this spiritual side, which is in a short your connection within yourself and your connection with all, with absolutely everything and anything. In short, we're saying yes, we are all one. I think this is a really good reminder, because very often on my spiritual journey I would be so focused on my spirituality and totally forget about my body, or I would be pushing all these feelings and emotions on the side, hoping that they will go away, just because I'm only focusing on positive side, not even taking under consideration that all that negativity is in the background and it's running, literally is running my life. So there is all that stuff that we need to look within, and especially when you have a little bit more time on your hands and you have that desire to grow spirituality, if you have that desire to learn a little bit more about yourself, about your journey, and what you can actually take out from it. And I believe that very important it is for us, in order to find some balance, peace, and clarity, is to have that kind of daily structure that includes taking care of those three: body, mind, and soul. Right now the world is changing, everything is changing, and when we are not doing much and we're just secretly wishing that the old order, old way of being come back to us just like that, we are creating resistance within ourselves, and we are forgetting how important it is to grow on our spiritual journeys, to learn to accept the new and adapt in a new way that is going to make you stronger, in the way that is going to help you find peace, balance, and harmony, no matter what is the circumstance, no matter what are the circumstances outside of you. And I think the most important things, at least for me, in the time of where I'm feeling challenged, in the times of uncertainty, in the times of the unknown, one of the most important things for me is to be sure that my daily routine and what I do with myself, that connection between me and me, that connection between me and that higher power, and my relationship with everything else, that it is in balance, that it is in check on a daily basis. And I'm going just to share with you the few things that have always made a huge difference for me. And this is having my morning routine. I share often about that in my Instagram stories, so be sure to go into Instagram and find Eliza Mozal, and this is where I, especially now, where I am making sure that I'm daily providing a constructive value over there that you can benefit from on a daily basis. And my morning routine is just something sacred. It's just something that sets the tone for the whole day and help me keep on growing and becoming that person that I want to be, not the person that media or news or TV or my neighbors tell me to be. And I always love to start my day. I always start my day with prayer, some simple, short, spiritual, constructive reading. and I'm going back to my bed and I'm sitting down and I'm sitting cross-legged just like that, covering myself with a duvet because I like to stay warm, especially at the morning, and I'm doing my meditation. And over the last 2 years I've been definitely diving much deeper into meditation, which made me benefit from it so much right now in these challenging times. I am dealing with life, unexpected, life-changing situations so much better. Don't get me wrong, I still make mistakes. Don't get me wrong, I'm still finding myself in a fear mode here and there, but I am not being stuck over there anymore. And that's due to investing in myself, in my happiness, and in my peace, through having a 2 hours of meditation every day, an hour at the morning, an hour at nighttime. And this isn't something that anyone at the beginning can dive into, not everyone. Some of you maybe, if you would start with just 10-15 minutes of daily meditation at the morning and at nighttime, your life is going to change positively so much, because you will start observing those like a computer programs that they are running on the background, and they tell you to do this and that on automate as an automatic behavior, which doesn't bring you the results in your life that maybe you would like to have. When you start observing yourself, everything changes. You are able to see, okay, that doesn't work anymore, and this is really good, I'm gonna keep it. And another thing, no, that belief has to go. So meditation is an absolute foundation, and it's the key to finding peace and balance. It's the key as well to learning to evolve and grow and create your reality the way you would like it to be. Another part of my morning is the movement. Right after meditation, I get up, I make myself ready, I put some kind of yoga pants or house pants, whatever you wanna call them. I make my cacao drink, which is just absolutely phenomenal. I don't drink caffeine because my body doesn't like it. It doesn't take it in the best way. So I've decided I'm gonna listen to my body, and I am not gonna drink caffeine. That was about 4 years ago, something like that. So I make myself a raw cacao powder, organic one. I put some almond milk on a stove, like over a cup, 2 big tablespoons of cacao powder. I heat up, I mix it up, I heat up some more, and it is a hug in the cup. So that's highly recommended. And then I get myself on the yoga, and I do most of the time just an intuitive movement, and I just move my body the way I feel that it's needing. Usually it's a whole body stretch, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes half an hour, depending on how I feel. And if you are a beginner, Yoga with Cassandra has an amazing 10-15 minutes practices, a lot of them for beginners and for everyone, and they are just so juicy, so yummy, and they're gonna make you feel absolutely amazing. I think one of the most important things it is to ask yourself why. If you're going to have a strong why, everything is gonna change for you. Because if your goal is to grow from whatever is going on right now, you will start understanding at some point of that journey, at some point of that process, that okay, the way I'm processing that situation, or the way I'm dealing with it at the moment, or the tools that I have right now is not good enough, or is it not enough? I need to learn so much more. And the beauty in this whole situation is that we have still a Wi-Fi, and more people share that stuff with us, how they go through it physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And this is where your why can come in. So if you will decide for yourself, okay, the better I am with that situation and with myself, the more positively that's going to impact my family. And let's remember about relationship. Creating healthy, loving relationship is based on you first having a healthy, loving relationship with yourself. You cannot create healthy, fulfilling, beautiful, loving, lasting relationship from a place of lack, from a place of neediness. You can only do it as a whole when you are yourself a whole. When you yourself feel enough and good and filled with love for yourself, then you can share that similar vibration with another person. If not, lack attracts lack, neediness attracts neediness, love attracts love, wholeness attracts loveness. So you cannot, create stuff like that in this way. And if you will look at it that, okay, if I really want to be 100% of use to my family, my close ones, or my audience, or my friends over the phone, or whatever it is, the situation that you are in, it all starts from you having that relationship with yourself. When you start realizing that you are worthy just because you exist, when you start realizing that you have within yourself everything you need, all you've got to do is to move on the side these layers and clutter of all that conditioned garbage that it was put on you over the time that you accepted it as you. And the more you're starting to learn about it, the more clear comes to you that I actually can live feeling freedom and love and passion for life on a daily basis. It is actually possible for me to create a lifestyle for myself where I'm gonna feel my own love for myself on a daily basis. It is possible. I don't have to go through a nose reducing surgery in order to do it. I can do it through the inner work. And every one of us have these things that we believe it's wrong within us, but instead of focusing on that, if you will focus on what's good within you and what can come out of you, everything is changing. Why, once you are clear with your why, and one of the best things is to journal that stuff out. Journaling on a daily basis, it's so powerful because it is an act of self-love, because you are dedicating this time to yourself. Instead of scrolling on Facebook and seeing who had a toast and who is running out of toilet paper, you can literally dedicate that time into creating a beautiful self-loving affirmations for yourself. You can create, you can write down, for example, how you want your life to look like. And if this is how you want it to look like, who you need to become in order to do it, instead of waiting to just come and find you. And this is all the beautiful things that you can do. So having a routine that includes taking care of your body, that movement, and moving all these energies through your system, because right now in the world the energy is really high and we are constantly bombarded by different types of energies. Lots and lots of them are fear-based, and whenever that fear-based energy comes to you through the news or another person or post that you see on Facebook or Instagram or scrolling down through the net, it hits your own fear that it is stuck within you. It doesn't just happen that you buy into someone else's fear all the time. If you wouldn't, it is impossible to do that when you don't have the fear within you. The other people's fear hits on your own fear that you have stored within yourself, and it has not been processed, so far. And this is so beautiful because that gives you the opportunity to look at that fear. Decide, look at it, where is it came from? Look at how much it's controlling you and how much it's stopping you from. It's stopping you from feeling freedom. It's stopping you from feeling your own power. It's stopping you from feeling amazing and dance because your favorite song is on, or because no reason. That kind of fear holds you back from enjoying that beautiful moment and time that you can have with your family or with yourself. This is the time. This is the biggest time in every one of our lives for a change, for a shift, to start entirely being grateful and appreciative of that amazing opportunity when we can tap into that power. This is the time when we take our power back and we decide for ourselves, how am I going to feel? what I'm gonna put into my system. I don't have to fill myself with crap. It can be just water or herbal tea. We are taking our power back, and we are deciding what is my heart tells me that it is right for me, not lady in the news. No offense to ladies in the news, there is nothing wrong with them, they're just doing their job and from the level of consciousness that they are at. But that doesn't mean that you have to listen to that. It doesn't mean you have to buy into it, and it doesn't mean you have to live by it 24/7. This is an absolutely fabulous and the most exciting time in the whole of the history to be living in. And it is amazing to know as well that you get to choose how you're gonna use that time. Are you gonna, if you've always been wanting to be stronger and fitter and a little bit more flexible, this is the time. This is the time. Do not wait for another video to tell you why to do it. Find your own why, pen and paper, because I am worthy, because I want to feel good in my jeans, because I want to feel good under the shower when I'm washing my body, because I want to feel awesome when I'm shaking, my booty, and whatever it is your reason. This is the time for you to step into your own power and let that light shine through you. This is the time for you to decide, I'm no longer running away from myself and my feelings and emotions. This is how so many people are scared and terrified to be in the quarantine, to be in their houses and separated from others, because so many of us, like me in the past, are scared and terrified to what we have within. So many of us been conditioned for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years to do everything but not be with yourself. All the distractions are in place, all the video games, all the shopping, all the, relationships, all the dramas, all the TV, all of that is just one huge distraction. So you won't look within and find your power. So you will work for someone else's dream. It doesn't have to be this way. And that doesn't mean you have to quit everything and run and find, your own desert or jungle. You can find peace and balance within yourself in today's world. And if you want me to talk about that a little bit more in the next videos, please let me know in the comment section. I would definitely appreciate that. And this is the time. This is exactly the time for you to look within, get rid of all these resentments, learn how to forgive, not for others because it's okay what they've done, not at all, for yourself because you deserve to be free. It's time for you to sit down with yourself and get to know about that world behind closed eyes. When you learn about the universe and cosmos, when you tune into your heart, when you learn the power of love that just flowing through you just because you closed your eyes and you stop thinking about what she said, what they will do, and what you're gonna have for your dinner, all that stuff. It's just amazing and fabulous. And don't get me wrong, I have my moments when I am afraid. This week, this past week, by the time you will see that video, it will be in the last week. I've made a decision. I was choosing whether I'm searching for a rescue flight and flying back to Poland, and I'm gonna be there with some of my family, or whether I'm gonna stay here and continue what to do. And the more I was tuning deep within, the more I was connecting with that higher power that I choose to call Heavenly Father or Creator or the Lord. It doesn't matter the name, because it's about the power behind the name. It's that power that makes me feel like the most precious thing ever as soon as I tune into it, with my eyes open or closed. And the more I was tuning, with that question, where do you want me to be? Where I can be to the most of use? And it was here. It was here. Being on the front line, keep on going to my workplace, keep on, doing the best I can. But most of all, staying more and more in touch with my own heart, with that higher power, and showing you that it is possible in this whole situation, shine brighter than ever. I am here not to tell you Eliza is amazing and Eliza is awesome and do that for Eliza. Not at all. I am here only an example. I am a reflection of you. You see within me. You see in me what it is already within you. If you see love within me and what I'm sharing, that's because you feel your own love right now. You don't see it just because you don't have it and I do. No, I am your mirror. I am a reflection of you and what you are deep within. And as well, I am a reflection what you despite about yourself. The same is with other people. This journey, I'm so grateful for it, and I'm gonna talk about it more in the next video, because I'm so grateful that it shows me what is it that I still need to learn and work on so much. And I'll talk about it in the next video because I can feel it want to come out of me. Guys, I'm gonna wish you absolutely all the best, and if you've got any value whatsoever from that video, please hit a like and be sure to share with other people, because right now might be exactly what they need on their journey. Or maybe this is the video that they're gonna just totally ignore right now and come back do it next week, next month, or next year. And if you are a person who would like to donate and support that channel, I'm gonna leave the link below, because this is what I'm going to appreciate very, very, very much in these times. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for the amazing comments and love and the unity. In the comments, this is where we get together. This is where we create community. This is where we shine our light. This is where we are one for another. Let's do this. Let's do this together. This is the time, and it is now. I'm gonna send you love and light straight from my heart right into yours. Keep on exploring, stay awesome, and see you soon in my next video.